Hello and welcome to episode number 3 of Geek Speak with Envision IT, a podcast for business leaders and technology experts that stay on top of the latest security news and listen to interviews with insightful industry leaders. I'm Bill Crahen, Chief Stakeholder Architect and CTO here at Envision IT, so let's go ahead and dive in. Today I'd like to introduce a special guest. We have Karen Arredondo. She's a Strategic Partner Account Manager with Citrix. Hello, Karen.
Hello, thank you for having me.
You bet. Maybe you could just give us an introduction, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do for Citrix.
Yep, absolutely. So I am as Bill said, the Strategic Partner Account Manager covering Illinois and Wisconsin for Citrix. So I work with our platinum partners like Envision IT to go ahead and make sure they have everything that they need as far as resources, enablement to allow for successful deployments with our customers. I've been with Citrix in this role for about 4.5 years and around Citrix for 10 this year.
Wow.
So seeing a great transition of the evolution of our products over the years. Very exciting.
That's awesome. And congratulations on 10 years.
Thanks.
Well, I think what we wanted to talk about a little bit today was, we had Summit a number of weeks ago, and we have Synergy coming up. So I thought maybe we could just spend some time talking through that, and maybe we could start at, I don't know if there's any main themes coming out of Summit that maybe you want to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're very excited for 2020. We had our Partner Summit in January, which we actually had 1,000 more attendees than previous years, which was pretty amazing. Great group to have there. And of course, during our Partner Summit, we're not only able to recognize our top partners like Envision IT with Partner of the Year awards, but we're also able to share our strategy for 2020. And this year, it's all about security and experience through integration, automation, and guiding the employee experience, really in order to help them increase productivity. We had a phenomenal guest speaker, Carrie Lorenz, who was the first female F-14 Tomcat fighter pilot in the U.S. Navy. And her message, even though she's part of a different industry, resonates with our strategy. It's all about working together for success and finding ways other than the usual conventional methods to accomplish our goals. Also, as an added benefit, she was a fantastic speaker, and she's also from Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
But really, our top themes coming out of Summit were, security, productivity, and experience, and choice. So security is important to Citrix because it's important to our customers. Ransomware is rampant and not decreasing, so we need to be vigilant. And security continues to be at the forefront of all of our technologies. Moving on to employee experience and productivity is we ran a study, and we found that when people have access to good technology, 90% say that they are productive, versus when people have access to average technology, only about 38% said that they were very productive. And while employee experience includes technology, the true value comes with how it's integrated within the company culture, the physical space that they use, and all the employee interactions. And finally, another one was around choice. Citrix is focused on providing, our customers and our partners with options on how to, configure solutions to go ahead and meet your business needs. So those familiar with our any model, any device, any network, any time, you now have the choice of any cloud, any device, any licensing model to go ahead and help you accomplish your business needs and how your procurement cycles work.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think it's pretty clear that Citrix is very different, right? There's, you're not specified that customers have to use a particular cloud or your particular cloud. So that really gives a lot of choice and avoids lock-in as well.
Yep, absolutely.
So what are you most excited for with Citrix and your customers in 2020?
So what I'm most excited about is we have the opportunity to break outside of kind of our standard virtualization use case, which has always been the bread and butter of Citrix. And this really is allowed to benefit for every user type, every employee to be able to use Citrix, not just the ones that need virtualized applications and desktops. what we were finding is that we were analyzing how much time is lost in productivity for just simple tasks, just like requesting time off, checking to see what company holidays are available. And really with our shift to workspace with intelligence, we're able to go ahead and eliminate those additional steps to go ahead and lessen the downtime and increase productivity. And kind of going back to our main themes, workspace with intelligence ties into choice and flexibility. So you're able to go ahead and, determine what configurable solutions that you're needing based on your business needs on the different user types, and be able to go ahead and help you move that over to a cloud type of environment. So you'll see a large focus is this year is going to be around workspace with intelligence, which is where we are able to enhance the employee experience and productivity through integration, automation, and guiding what's most relevant to those employees' job functions. And again, this goes beyond the traditional virtualization user and can apply to each employee at our customers, and through microapps, through decreasing the amount of time it takes for employees to perform everyday tasks. And Envision IT actually has their own in-house software development team to go out and help our customers, which is a great advantage. And really all around, again, flexibility, being able to choose what solution features and offerings you're looking for. And with hybrid multi-cloud, you have the flexibility of your environment, whether you use public cloud, private cloud, on-prem, or a combination of all of those. And even for our customers, that aren't ready to make that move to cloud, but want to take advantage of the CapEx and OpEx subscription models, we just announced that we're able to offer on-prem term licensing for those perpetual customers that aren't ready to move to the cloud just yet.
Wow, that's pretty exciting. So how does that affect customers? I mean, is it allows them a different way to purchase than what they've been used to?
Right. Yep. So for those that are not ready to shift over to a cloud model, being able to go ahead and take advantage of the subscription model of licensing, there's no technology changes. So able to go ahead and continue to use their on-prem licenses just as they have, but with the ability to go in and kind of change how they procure.
Oh, that's pretty exciting. I think a lot of customers are, I guess they fall into different groups, but there's certainly a lot of customers that are very excited and ahead and then moving to cloud. But there's certainly a lot of customers that, just haven't been able to make the move yet. And, maybe they have good intentions of changing, but they still need a couple of years to make that change.
Yeah, absolutely.
You mentioned too, virtualization, and that's kind of how a lot of customers, if they haven't heard the Citrix story in the last couple of years, but a lot of customers do think of Citrix as, virtualization and purely remote access. It sounds like with workspace and intelligence, a lot of that is really changing. It's just very different than what we thought of before.
Yeah, absolutely. So, like I said, I've been around Citrix for coming up on 10 years when it was just originally, back in the Zen app days, so virtual applications. And then we introduced the ability to do virtual desktops with Zen Desktop. And then we introduced mobility into there as well. And it's been a continued evolution, but it's always been tied to that virtualized experience. But now we're able to go ahead through found that we've about 15% of our customer users actually need virtual apps and desktops, which leaves the rest of their employees, 85% of their employees, that still benefit from Citrix, allows them to be more productive and secure and a better employee experience, but they're not needing to go ahead and have access to virtual apps and desktops, which is where Workspace comes in to go ahead and fit that non-virtualization use case to allow everything to run smoother, great employee experience, and highly secure.
Yeah, I think that's pretty important. So, before we saw, customers typically looking to Citrix when they, need to virtualize some legacy application. And the question would sometimes come up was, if I'm moving everything to SaaS, what's the role of Citrix? I think what we've seen over the years is that it takes a lot to get there. And even when you do, now you have this sprawl of all these SaaS apps, and it's almost impossible to control access to that. So I think the workspace has been a really key part to enabling that for customers.
Yes, 100%.
So that's pretty exciting. I guess let's talk a little bit about, we talked a little bit about the customer. So us as a partner, how do you see the role and a partner changing for Citrix in 2020?
Sure. So, and at Citrix, we work closely with our partners to make sure, again, that they have all their resources that they need, any type of technical enablement and support. That way, when it comes time to going out and supporting our mutual customers, they are all set. And you all at Envision IT, you guys are always leading on the technical side of things, which is great, just because then you can make sure that everything is up and running smoothly. You have a firm basis as far as how to go ahead and maximize the customer experience before even starting on in the sales opportunity. And, tribute to that is the fact that you guys already have an in-house app development team to go ahead and assist on our journey in the workspace with intelligence with micro app integration. So we continue to work closely with our partners. Just definitely, that technical foundation to be able to go ahead and support versus, selling the opportunity and trying to make sure everything's working smoothly on the other side. The technical lead is definitely the optimal way that we view our partnership.
I agree, and you definitely help a lot guiding us down that road as well. And one of the things we do here at Envision is, we certainly utilize and consume all the products that we recommend to customers. So it really does help, getting the certifications and then actually get some practical experience deploying for ourselves too.
Mm-hmm.
I guess one of the things coming up is Citrix Synergy. And we talked a little bit about what came out of Summit. Maybe you could talk about what customers could expect at Synergy.
Absolutely. So Citrix Synergy is coming up May 19th through the 21st in Orlando at the Orange County Convention Center. Synergy is our premier customer event that we encourage our customers to attend along with their partners. Some of the things to experience during that time are, again, those really valuable keynotes with roadmaps and insights as far as what our strategy is and where our products are going to, but then also having the interactive sessions, demo showcases, hands-on training and certifications, the expert guidance on different IT challenges that companies are facing. And then we always like to wrap it up with a fun final party. This year is going to be at Universal Studios, where our attendees will have full access to the Islands of Adventure. So it's definitely, beneficial time to spend a couple days down in Orlando and just getting the insight as far as where the Citrix technology is going, as well as, being able to have those executive meetings on site with our partners and our leadership and product development team at Citrix.
Yeah, and I think there's something for everyone too, right? I mean, there's really technical sessions, there's hands-on labs, and like you said, there's opportunities for executive meetings as well.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So pretty much something for everyone there. We haven't talked too much about Citrix networking. Is there anything that came out of Summit or anything you want to mention around the networking solutions?
Yeah, I mean, networking still is a top, focus for our company, just because it's a tie-in for, not only the hybrid multi-cloud conversation, but it's also security. So, with our SD-WAN product offering, we're able to go ahead and, especially if it's tied into a workspace deal, really able to go ahead and optimize reliability, the performance, and the security of everybody accessing that environment. As well as, we're definitely find high value in our cloud native networking, not only for scalability and flexibility, but also the analytics and visibility into the environment, again, to go ahead and make sure that everything is fully functioning and secure. And then the hybrid multi-cloud conversation is definitely our sweet spot. We're seeing a high evolution of that over the years. We now have 500 plus active hybrid cloud customers. In addition to that, down to the pooled conversation, we've had over 400 unique cold customers over the past year. So it's definitely, networking is definitely top of mind to go ahead and continue to add into that security conversation in addition to our workspace offerings.
Yeah, that is pretty exciting. You mentioned the pooled option. I'm not sure if everyone knows what that means, but it's something Citrix has had around the NetScalers. It's really taken off. How is that different, I guess, than in the past?
Yeah, just definitely goes ahead. We've had an increase of interest on this, especially over the past year. And it just really allows that flexibility as well as, pricing structure really for those ADC environments.
Got it. Yeah, more, I think like you said earlier too, you guys have changed or given more options around the term licensing. And I think this is very similar where it's, just a different way to buy and kind of what customers are starting to expect or like buying in the SaaS world.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Is there anything else around just general, Citrix or anything that I didn't ask that you wanted to touch on?
Nope. We just came off a phenomenal 2019. We're already ramped up and cruising right along in 2020. Just excited to go out there and continue the conversations that we've had around workspace with intelligence, as well as the hybrid multi-cloud, pooled, and SD-WAN conversations. So excited for a big 2020, and we hope to see a lot of people at our Synergy event in May.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Karen, for joining.
Thank you, Bill.
Thanks to all of you for joining today. If you have questions or any future topics you'd like us to cover, please be sure to connect with us via the link in the show notes. And if you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe for free on whatever platform you listen to your podcast. We'll see you next time on Geek Speak with Envision IT.